Ladies and gentlemen, District Director Gerald Parker.
Woo! Yes, sir. Boy, well, I'm feeling pretty good this morning. I hope you're as excited too. What we've seen, I'm telling you, this is an emotional thing, man, because it's time to make that shift. Struggling. Listen, let me paint a picture for you. Me, grown man, when I saw this program, paid on Friday, broke on Monday. Listen, you've never had to do it, so you probably don't understand what I'm talking about. So when I got the call from Brian House about this opportunity, I was all in, man. If there was something that could shift my situation and create a better financial position, because look, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I just couldn't do it anymore. So I became a product of the product. I did everything these guys told me to do. I followed instructions very well. So I plugged into Money Max, uploaded my information. Those guys looked at my current tax situation, got me back $350 a month, money I saw in my check 2 weeks later. Now, the pay period prior to that, paid on Friday again, broke on Monday, had no money. This is what I would do on payday Friday. I filled my car with gas, right? Now, if me and you were hanging out and you called me on Saturday and said, hey, let's do something, you know what I would say to you? I sure hope you driving. I'm on a budget. I need my gas to get me back and forth to work for 2 weeks, right? So on this particular, when I got my instant pay raise, so $350 a month, half of that is $175. So I'm $175 to the good this particular pay period. Know what I did that Friday? Took myself out to a fancy dinner. I like Chinese food. I went to PF Chang. Listen, I sat there for 2 hours, ordered everything on the menu. The lady kept coming back to the table. She said, you all right, sir? I said, I'm doing just fine. Yes, sir. But I thought about it. I said, now I should be able to do this anytime I want to. Then I move on to the second part of the program, which is Credit Max. Now, prior to that, I couldn't buy a newspaper on time. You hear people talk about identity theft? If they'd have stole mine, they'd have brought it right back to me. Listen, I come out of there with a 128-point increase in my credit score. I ain't got to tell you what it did for me, but I will tell you, 10 feet tall, bulletproof, strong as thunder. It changed everything. And hey, what I did not realize is that 128-point increase got me a reduction in my homeowners and automobile premium by $100 a month. So I'm saving more money. I didn't realize insurance companies were looking at your credit score. So if your premium high, that means your credit is bad. You think about it. So then I move on to the next part of the program, which is Equity Max. Now, this portion of the program is going to help me eliminate debt in record time. So I drug into this portion of the program with me 15 years worth of remaining debt. That included a small balance on a mortgage. Them guys have positioned me to pay this debt off in 6.5 years. Now listen, that was 2.5 years ago. 4 years from today, zero balance on everything I'm doing. Oh no, man, nothing. Now I say if you can't get excited about it, I know my Lord and Savior is really excited about it because I'm not to owe a man anything other than to love you. I got a lot of love to give. Hey, look, and 4 years from today, I'm having a party, and you're all invited. It's going to be a huge celebration. It's going to be think about it, being able to keep all my money. Look, I don't care whether you get paid every week, every 2 weeks, every month, but think about it. When you get paid, you have no bills, no mortgage, no student loan, no credit card, no car payment. What would your life look like? You'd be skipping and jumping all day long. I mean, it's an exciting time. But that's why the principles were developed, that we are to not owe a man anything. So we've got to position ourselves to do that. Then I move on to the final piece, which was the most exciting part for me, which is Wealth Max. So I'm surrounded now by these financial experts that understand this business of helping me position myself where I've got money, making money for me. And why is that so important? Because we know that money's going to outwork you and me. While we sleep, money's working. Shows up on time, never talks back, does exactly what it needs to do. I need to create a situation for myself like that because I'm going to a job every day, putting money into a 401k. I contribute enough where the company gives me the match. But here's the thing. The growth of the fund is so slow that I was scared to work for them guys for another 25 years. I was 55 when they showed me the program. You add 25 to that. What does it sound like, 80? How was I going to get to work? In a wheelchair? So I said, man, help me develop this plan so I can get out sooner rather than later. So they said, Gerald, we'll turn you on to this whole concept of self-banking, a private reserve account. I'd never heard of anything like that. I could put money into a fund, have access to it anytime I want it, for any reason I need it, never pay taxes on it, and then would be guaranteed never to lose any money. You know what I told Eric Elam? I said, slow down. You're talking too fast. I said, where you from, New York? I said, where am I going to get $10,000 or $20,000 to jump into an investment vehicle like that to get these kind of yields that you're talking about? He said, Gerald, you don't need $10,000 or $20,000. The same $350 that they saved me in taxes was the money that I used to jumpstart the private reserve account. So I'm growing my MWR Financial business, so I've got all this new money. I'm throwing this money at this investment vehicle. Turns out the private reserve account is paying me 10 times more than my 401k and put me in a position to retire in 10 years versus 25. I said, what in the world is going on here? So when all this happened to me, I knew a million people where the same thing needed to happen to them. Because all my friends was just as broke as I was, right? You know, they say that your income is the average of 5 of your closest friends. Take your 5 closest friends, seriously, and look at your income, and it lines right up. So when I figured all that out, you know what I did? Changed all my friends. Guess who my friends are now? Brian House, Brian Bean, Adamo Tosin, Terrence Hawkins. But as a result, my income has increased. See, the conversations are different with these guys. They talk about different things. But then here's the most amazing part of it. I told you about services, what it did for me, which has helped me create a situation where I consider myself now to be rich. But let me define rich now. Rich to me, 3 to 6 months ahead of your bills. That's from the services. So the goal now is to become wealthy. How do we do that? We take full advantage of the income opportunity. And then MWR Financial says to a guy like me, what we've done for you, we can do for millions of people. You just go tell this story, and we'll pay you a ridiculous amount of money. But you know what my question was? All right, I'm willing to tell the story, and I surely want this ridiculous amount of money that you're talking about, but do I need to learn how to repair credit? No, we have experts that do all that. Do I need to learn how to do taxes? We've got CPAs. No need for you to do that. We've got experts. Do I need a license to invest? You won't be investing in anything. The experts do all the work. You just tell the story. So I started telling the story to anybody who would listen, at my work, at the church, at the gas station, at the grocery store. When I say ridiculous, it's gotten so ridiculous that 8.5 months ago, I walk away from a $65,000 a year job to do this full time. That's MWR Financial. So if the opportunity and the goal is to be free, we've got a real chance to do it now. We've got a vehicle that can get us there to the other side. Folks, this is it. Plug in. If you're not in, get in. I'm telling you, when you come and talk to me about this opportunity or I approach you with it, the only 2 things I'm going to ask you to do, get in and don't quit. Well, we got a shot now, a real shot. But that's MWR Financial. We can do it.